I only wanted to discipline my wife. The next day, I woke up at the hospital. I am a short-tempered man, and I expected her to understand. But yet, she still does things to make me angry, and I have no other option than to deal with her. When beating her, she would always cry that she is only respecting me and I should go and ask of her history. I would tell her to get out, and if she thinks she can withstand me, let her try it. That day, we quarreled because of her shop. She returned late, and I've warned her never to come home late. As we were quarreling, I slapped her and tried to beat her as usual. The next thing I felt was my legs in the air. Before I could shout, my back half hit the before I could shout, my back have hit the wall with force, and that was the last thing I remember. I woke up in the hospital to see my family and my wife sitting around me. I asked them how I got here, and my mother said my wife told them that I fainted as soon as I came back from work. I was so shocked. It was then that I remembered everything that happened. I quickly looked at my wife, and she was smiling like the devil's wife. Someone whom everybody said have been crying since I fainted. She looked at me and smiled, and then she started crying again. She started telling everyone that she have always warned me to be eating before going to work, but I refused. At that moment, I couldn't say anything again. My mother and siblings were angry at me that I should be eating before leaving home. I almost growled as I recalled how my wife had used my back to hit the wall. It's better she lied to them that I fainted instead of telling them that she beat me. As everyone went out, I looked at her and couldn't say anything. She smiled and said, "This is only the beginning." She said I have awakened the demon she had buried during her teenage days. She said I should go and ask about her in her village, how she used to take down men. The way she was talking, I almost urinated on my body. She said right now she went to add kung fu to her skills because of me. And if I try in the house anymore, and if I try in the house anymore, that's how I'll be fainting every day. She gave me food and I didn't want to eat, but she forced the food in my mouth. I told my mother that she should discharge me to her house because I don't want to go home. She asked why, but I couldn't say anything. My wife said she should not mind me, and before I knew it, she carried my bags and they took me home. Ever since we got home, she has been bossing me around the house. I told her calmly that she will return to her father's place because I can't have two sailors in one ship. She said I should take her bags out of the house if I have the mind. Truly, I am scared to put her bags outside. My back is still paining me and I don't want to faint again. Right now, I'm just obeying her. She has money, so I can't suffer her with money. She is still forcing me to drop feeding money, even though I wanted to stop. I'm so confused. I don't know how to get this woman out of my house. I can't have my fellow man as a wife. I need help, please. You can't have your fellow man as a wife. When you were beating her, you were seeing her as a woman. But now that she stood up for herself, you are calling her a man. Do you think women are stupid? Do you really think women are stupid and they can't stand up to you? You are strong, yes, as a man, but that doesn't mean that every woman you meet is weak. Think about that. It's not every woman you meet that's weak. I'm very happy that this woman stood up for herself because it looks like he has been beating her since they got married, and that's really bad. If you marry a woman, it doesn't mean that woman becomes a punching bag for you. There are so many ways of beating you men. Oh. Some are not physical you. Some we can do it through food. Me per se, if one day I get married and my husband mistakenly decides to beat me, the next day he won't go to work. Oh, me young katen kwaya man, the whole day. There are so many ways of beating you men. So think about it before you raise your hand on a woman. If the woman keeps getting beat up and she's always quiet, crying and all that, you keep doing it. But one day when she stands up to you, you know that you have regretted and you wish you didn't do what you did. You know that you mess up. Cry. So you men, be careful. It's not every woman you can beat. Oh. And women are not meant to be beat up. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why will you raise your hand on a woman? Just because the person is your wife doesn't mean that the person is beneath you. She's your partner. I'm very happy this woman beat him up. He deserves it. Anyway, thank you for this one. Let's move on to the next one. And case closed.